Hi guys, Jim Bounds at Motorhome Rehab Ranch, and this is about Headliner episode, I believe, 3, and about the kitchen headliner. You can see here. Back up, I'm not going to back up and waste time, but the sidewall we determined we're going to put this tin on. Got it from Lowe's, about 15 bucks a sheet. What is a sheet? 5 foot by 20 inches. 5 feet by 20 inches. The headliner so far we've built is a sectioned headliner, and I'm putting this over top of it. And I'm using the sectioned headliner, the panels that run this way, and rivet into it. And when you put an 1/8 inch rivet, it acts kind of like a pin. So it'll pin it in place, and they'll be built. The next panel that you and I are going to put up is going to go right here. The next panel will go on here. This is that 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch divider bar used for paneling and stuff like that. $3.48 a stick. Well, 1.96 cent a stick has a drop of about that much, which may come in use somewhere down the road, maybe for the small pieces or whatever. All right. Now, something I wanted to talk about. The last time we put this section headliner in, you remember I said we put the bubble foil attached to the panel. And each panel, this side is sticking out, so the next panel is an overlap. You follow what I mean? Why? Think about this. Have you ever used one of those emergency survival blankets? Well, the problem with those things, you look at it and you pull it out, and it's just a big piece of chrome plastic. And what's that going to do? You wrap it around yourself, you don't get cold. I mean, you're still cold. You go, what the heck's this? Give it 5 minutes, because what it's doing is grabbing your body heat. It's reflecting back your body heat, even that it's real thin. That unbroken aluminum reflective sheet, that radiant sheet, is what does the job, okay? Not bubble foil panels inserted. Air is a good insulator, all right? Now, if you think about it, we have an aluminum roof, we have blown foam, right? Open cell foam. Really, it's just air that has a little bit of a structure to it, all right? In this headliner, we have the aluminum, foam, a sheet of bubble foil, the substrate material, and then whatever we're going to cover it with. So you have multiple layers of insulation. And the air between the foam and the panel is used for insulation. If you take this foam and glue it up in there in pieces, make sure all those pieces are taped together, because the heat and the cool will escape through all the cracks. You want an unbroken sheet. Also, the Martians can't get into your brain, because you got to, right? Okay. So it sticks out right here. Now you say, well, you just barely stick out. Actually, if you look at this, this is a 5 foot sheet. A little bit of math. 5 foot sheet. This is a 5 foot kitchen. That back wall over here, this is right at 5 feet. The galley wall comes up, so it'll cover 5 feet. So right there is where 5 feet covers. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to put the headliner in. Now, I had originally built the headliner out to here, and I put an H mold here to hold it. Now, when we get the whole thing in, I'm going to cut the headliner panel right there to match that tin, and then move the H mold over to it. Right now, it's holding it in place, and we were able to secure the tin to the headliner in the right spot, because the thing is, if it goes up or down and it moves a little bit, the next panel won't line up. So each panel that you put in needs to line up exactly, or as much as you can. An example, when I put this in, I need to have it contour here because if it went straight across, it would stick out too far. You follow? Whenever you're working with curves, that's something you got to work on. So it was easier. So, you might say, well, look, you already had 20-inch panels. Why don't you just cut this stuff in 20 inches and put it in? When you're doing curves like this and trying to match it into a thin trim like this, it's really hard to do, okay? And the more pieces you cut in like that, this thing is already 5 feet, exactly where we want to be in one direction. So we're going to utilize that, and every 20 inches, we're going to have one of these. We'll come over here, we'll have a 20-inch, we'll come over here. So it's going to take probably 2 more pieces to do the headliner, and then we got to go down the wall on the other side, maybe. I don't know. All right, so let's put a piece in. Now this next piece is going to tie into this H mold. We need a hole here for the light wire, and we need it cut out for the air conditioner. And it just so happens that I've done that. All right, so here we go. Now I'm not going to say anything for a minute. You can laugh along with me. How's that? All right, so you use your head in this type of situation. Get that through there. Get this started. Boy, that tin is sharp. You get it started, and then we move it into place. There we go. There we go. All right. We're in. Now, are we where we want to be? We're right on this edge. Where are we to the back? We're right even to the back. That's where we want to be, right there. Right there. All right. Now we want to hold it in that spot. I'm going to put one rivet right here. By the way, guys, get a better pop rivet gun than this. This arrow gun doesn't really work very well. I'm not impressed with it, in other words. I made these long. These are 3/4 inch rivets because what I'm trying to do is act as a pin. You follow what I mean? Come on, baby. That rivet doesn't want to play ball. I had an air riveter and it messed up. Riveting information here, isn't it? These are, I believe, 1/2 inch rivets. All right. Let's see if we did the right thing. Okay, we're in here. This is close enough. So you don't have to be that bad because the air conditioner cover covers all this. All right. Let's see over here. We're in line. We'll put a couple of rivets to hold that up in there like that. And there's the next piece. Now I'm going to take a piece of H mold like this, and put onto here full length all the way down, and then the next panel will go in. Does it make sense? Now, again, this is built in sections this way because the material is 5 feet. If you used a VT laminate because it's a kitchen, you would laminate each piece of the section headliner and then laid it up and use white H1. All right, so I'm going to finish this thing off. Before you see me next time, I'll finish this off, cut this piece, finish this, and then I'm going to take down the forward part of the headliner right there. Take that down, and then we'll just finish this off. We'll go on out. All right, well, look. I hope this was interesting to you. If you're building a headliner, I hope it was. If you're insulating your coach, please remember you need to have an unbroken silver piece to hold the heat and reflect the heat back. All right. Thanks for your help. Hit like and subscribe and all that stuff. Ranch hands, this will be in the database. Give me some input, give me some questions, some comments on this, and see you next time.